the rep. Niggas ain't never been on my lip. They must got the wrong impression. All my fears and salute my Lord. I took my check. Go through all this just to draw my sword. That shit out the question. The cow can't call 144. We got the wrong yo. Keep talking. I'm deep stroking revenge. She a grown. I get 2 Glocks, fully loaded, nigga. I call him dumb and dumb. What's wrong with him? He should've known better. He must be on something. Hey, it's Mr. Bring me back that cup. Niggas know they in trouble. Look around, little nigga. You see my breath? We think it was a mom. Red letters got me waiting on the thing. Lord, we ain't no priest. I want the world to burn, just like Arthur Flip. I asked my Lord when we get that power. He said time to show. Took that first step like a man. I ain't no child no more. I need that glow. Humble, I don't like the boast. They know it ain't 144. They don't come close. They see who wanted the most. I'm from a city where they blitz. They'll rob you quick. Ask a God out DC about that shit. We both came up with trick. I remember when I was lost and on the wrong path. Lies that I told my mother, lies that I told my dad. Remember I walked in the house, he seen all the stress on my head. Called you about that robbery after school, I knew what I did. Victim of peer pressure all along, I guess I was scared. I saw the niggas help Miss Graham that crack, I should've killed her. I understand our oppression, when she died it was heartbreaking. About to take a trip to Newtown just to say I'm sorry, man. This the only family I gotta play to win. At least I'm for my children, so they ain't victim of they sin. Glory, cause I chased away that demon, try to take my kin. Can't taste that pleasures when the vengeance, he'll be back again. Niggas move by emotions, I'm a soldier, I can't comprehend. Just know when Satan put that pressure on him, he'll probably been. Jumped off in that water, he can hardly swim. Strap on me, to protect my people, I'm on God. I got a crazy bitch, love the crazy in me, call her Harley Quinn. Remember what you did for me back then, always a long friend. Text my nigga threw his life away, I'm in a dark place. You supposed to be right here with me, you chose the wrong side. Wasn't always friends, we locked in after no, I can't go like that, my lord, no, not this time. I am the rebel, ask about I been the rebel. Niggas ain't never been on my lip, they must got the wrong impression. All my fears and salute my Lord. I took my check. Go through all this just to draw my sword. That shit out the question. The cow can't call 144. We got the wrong yo. Keep talking, I'm deep stroking revenge. She a grown. I get 2 Glocks, fully loaded, nigga. I call him dumb and dumb. What's wrong with him? He should've known better. He must be on something. Hey, it's Mr. Bring me back that cup. Niggas know they in trouble. Look around, little nigga. You see my breath? We think it was a mom. Red letters got me waiting on the thief. Lord, we ain't no priest. I want the world to burn, just like Arthur Flip. I'm trying to start this fire, but I'll be patient, Lord, I'll be still. My enemy took a turn for the worst. That shit gave me chill. Certified property ain't one Western. He don't fit the bill. On the call, cause next season wear soldier circle on the field. I said we gon' teach him all to run. We gon' teach him all to kill him. If you can't go to him alone, then you ain't in this shit for real. The cap, you get them orders, what you do? How you keep your cool? How you find the truth? I said some niggas told me some real shit. When your hunter said God ain't 50-50, he revealed. Then Muhammad said you had these little things, you get the kill shit. I was lost, I thank the Lord, he put that zeal on me later. Don't say that, hold up, fuck that. I thank the Lord, he put that zeal on me later. So I got niggas up on Willow Road that still owe me a favor. It was a nigga up on Barron Roads putting me on game. Shit, I know a nigga up on Stain Road that shoot nice like Lil Baby. Could've went crazy, you think you the one with trauma, huh? Nigga, please, I was with them boys in the hood, just like Jordan did. Some shit I ain't gon' never tell. Ones that know it's God in me. Why I get that mercy, Lord? Don't know why you guarded me. God, I know you love me. You saved my life that night on New Year's Eve. I was out there riding with them demons like a dinner thief. Lord, I'm still trying to change. Please don't bring that darkness yet. It ain't hard to battle with me, but I am the wrong one to tell. I let some brothers down to this day. It's my biggest regret. But I know the self I took forgiveness is a bigger flex. The only reason I made the call, only reason I confess, so I can ride and watch the world burn, just like Arthur Fleck. I am the rep. Hold on.
Testing 1 2. Shalom Yahweh. Shalom Yahweh Hashem. Shout to all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alatam Hashem. Shout out to all the sisters. It's Priest Officer 50 who won Yahweh to hold it down. It's Priest and Officer 500. Maya Shar is ready to take the class. Man, of course y'all can see this title, man. It's the Wednesday night law class, man. Clap it up. Man, we're in the Lord's house, man. We about to really truly get into this Bible, man. We about to go over this dietary law today, man. And of course, we about to, that dietary law, man, it's so heavy because, in that Christian church, man, they don't live by that, man. They eat what they want to it, man. They don't understand. You got a question? They don't understand what, a dietary law really is, because in the Christian church, they do what they want to. They say God's law is done away with. They say God knows their heart, but the Lord don't know their heart, man. The Lord don't know what the hell they talking about, because, man, at the end of the day, man, the Lord said we got to live by these laws, statutes, commandments in this Bible, and we're supposed to follow up after these scriptures, man, not after that, that Christian pastor, that antichrist, man, that person that's, pushing those lies in our communities, man. Right. These dietary laws, that stops that high blood pressure when you don't eat pork. Them dietary laws, they stop you from getting gout and, diabetes, man. Right. These scriptures, they heal our people, man. But, we about to get into it right quick. I'm going to go to the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse, 17 right quick, man. Get into what Christ said, man. It's written in red. If you online, viewing right here, man, pull out your Bible app, pull out your Bible if you got an actual Bible in your house, the KJV, the King James Version, man, and follow along so you can understand what the Lord said in this Bible we're supposed to follow, man. The laws are not done away with, man. We about to get into it right here. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Just like it 1 second. Can you turn the mic back up? Turn the level back.
But actually, did you read, brother?
You got it? Yeah, you can. You read it. So Matthew 5 and 17.
Khan will come.
Mm-hmm.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5. Salakia. Chapter 5, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Right.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Man, this is written in red, man. This is Christ speaking.
That's right.
He's saying that he didn't come to destroy the law, man. That Christian pastor said that the law is done away with, man. That Christian pastor, them Creflo Dollars, them TD Jakes, man, they lied to you and tell you that we ain't got to follow this law, man. Right. And the truth is, man, if we ain't supposed to follow the law, why they still paying tithes in the Christian church, man? Why they still paying them tithes? I thought that was a part of the law, man. But they don't really, they Christian, man. They don't really understand. They got hypocrisy in that, in that place, man. They don't really understand that this law ain't done away with, man. Right. At the end of the day, man, this Christ saying that he said, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. He's talking about the prophets of the old, man. He's talking about Isaiah, man. He's talking about Jeremiah. He's talking about Moses, man. Because he didn't come to destroy anything. He didn't come to end what they were doing, the work they were doing, but he came to fulfill. Fulfill just means to, bring to completion. And even the law ain't even finished yet, man. That lake of fire ain't happened yet, man. At the end of the day, man, keep reading. Verse 18, Bakusha.
Verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass,
right,
one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
Man, that's the Lord saying right there, man, that till heaven and earth pass, to them skies open up, man.
That's right.
One jot or one tittle. How they're saying, cross every I, dot every T, man. That's what the Lord talking about, man. Shall no wise pass from the law, meaning that nothing should, fall away from this law, man. At the end of the day, to all be fulfilled. That's why even I mentioned the lake of fire, that it hasn't happened yet. So when, Christians say the law is done away with, it's like, what are you really truly believing in that Christian church? And then you're going to still say heaven and hell and the lake of fire. But if the law is done away with, why are we waiting for that salvation, as you say, when you die, or that lake of fire, or that rapture, as they say in that Christian church at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day, man, Christians are stupid, man.
That's right.
They're going to follow after what they want to follow, man. And at the end of the day, they ain't reading these scriptures like we're reading in the Isupk, man, and the Commander Jenya. We learning this Bible, and we understand that this Bible, man, is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man.
That's right.
It's for God's chosen people, man. The Israelites, according to Deuteronomy 28, man, and all throughout this Bible, it's holy, it's set apart. It's a book that's set apart for us and us only, man. It ain't for them other nations, man. It ain't for them. This is our understanding, man. This is what the Lord left us with, the wisdom and understanding, man.
Damn right.
As a sight among the many nations. At the end of the day, this is the law for us, man. Keep reading verse 19.
Verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so.
It's talking about your Christian, man. Christian pastor, man. Talking about the Christian pastor right here, because he said that whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments. Some is, stepping on your brother's shoe, and Matthew 18:15, go to he and he alone. That's a small thing, but it's really big because it's brotherhood, you feel me? And teach men. So that Christian pastor, he's teaching, nothing at all. He's just prosperity preacher. He taking your money, tithes, or that, what's they call that? The pastoral love offering. He taking that up and he getting that bread. He getting in them private jets like Creflo Dollar or TD Jakes or TD Fakes, call them to school, and he robbing our people, man, blind, man. That scripture says, well, a man robbed God except to be for tithes and offering, man. He's doing that every single Sunday. It's 5 Sundays in the month, 40 Sundays, however many Sundays. He's taking all that money, man. He's collecting it. He passing around that collection plate, robbing us, man. That's teaching men. So keep reading.
He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
So that said that Christian pastor, man, he gonna be called, least in the kingdom of heaven for the things that he doing, man, and the things he's not doing. You feel me? But whosoever should do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's talking about the ISUPK, man. And the work we put in the school, man. The Lord, it's basically like a hierarchy according to what you do, man. It's telling you that, for the things you do and you don't do, a status and things may come upon you. You feel me? At the end of the day, man, that Christian pastor, he's been lying to us, man. He's been lying to us for over 400 years, man. Even with Nat Turner, these different pastors, that supposed to be our leaders, supposed to be teaching us the truth. They're not doing that, man. They ain't doing their job. They're lying to us. They spreading these lies and the things that break apart our communities, and that's the reason why we're broken in the Black community. That's the reason why the Haitians and the Mexicans won't get together, or Black people, we hate one another in our communities. That's why we have fatherless households, because these Christian pastors been pushing that this law is done away with. But at the end of the day, it's not done away with. If we understood sexual marriage, if we understood not eating pork, if we understood go to he and he alone, we would have put together households and we'd be stronger, man. We wouldn't have the highest, numbers in them health issues when we only make up 13%. There's no reason why we should have them high numbers only making up 13%. That's a very low number. But we, the plot, we at the top of every L, high blood pressure, AIDS, HIV. We leading all that stuff. Divorce rate, we leading all that stuff. But the Lord said, if we follow this book, man, and we understood that these laws are not done away with, we'll strengthen our communities, man. We'll be strong, man. We wouldn't be broken. We wouldn't be walking around looking like we don't know what the hell we supposed to follow, man. At the end of the day, can you drop that? Give me the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 17, Baba Shah.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good?
Right.
There is none good but one, that is God.
Right. So
But
you good.
Salakia.
You good to So right here, this is, this written in red once again, for everybody listening. It's that New Testament, man. This is Christ speaking, man.
Damn right.
He really, he answering somebody right here. He just, he's saying, why callest me thou good? There is none good but one, that is God. He's saying that, somebody try to, I guess, test Christ and the Lord. And he said, the only one that's good is the Lord, man, the Most High. Keep reading.
But if thou will enter into life, keep the commandments.
He's telling you right there, man, that you got to keep these laws, statutes, commandments, man. That Christian pastor said the law done away with. He's lying to you, because he obviously ain't reading this Matthew 19:17, man. He ain't in his book like he said he is. He said he is a scholar, but he really not a scholar, man. He's a liar. He's profaning these scriptures, and he don't really understand what the hell he reading. Because this Bible, man, all throughout this New Testament, it's telling you straight up. And these Christians say they all New Testament Christians, but are they reading this? Not at all. They're not in these scriptures. Understand it, man. Read it one more time for the top.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good?
Right.
There is none good but one, that is God.
Mm-hmm.
But if thou will enter into life, keep the commandments.
Man, Christ, he laid it down plain, man. He literally said that there is no good but one, that is God, man.
Right.
He did not take that front seat. He took that back seat and let the Most High take that front seat. You feel me? But if you will enter into life, keep the commandments. It's plain and simple, man. This Bible is like, in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. It's practical, man. Understanding these scriptures is practicalities of just really just reading, man. Just really getting in your word and studying and honestly coming to class. That's the only way you can actually learn and understand this Bible, by sitting in one of these classes over the whole Americas of the Isupk we have. You feel me?
Damn right.
To understand that you got to keep these laws, statutes, commandments, and that, you know, we all grew up Christian. We all grew up Muslim, something crazy, Islamic, whatever. And in the day, man, it was never the truth. None of the things they told us actually fixed the conditions of our people. None of the things they actually, you know, pushed in our ears actually helped us. We grew up hurt, trauma-filled, broken communities, on drugs, all these bad things, selling drugs, gangbanging, all these bad things that bastardize us as a people. But at the end of the day, man, these scriptures, man, they bring life to us, man.
Right.
Whatever you do in the world bring death to you. And they ain't gonna do nothing but, you know, break you apart. When the Lord said, man, you know, he said, keep these commandments, man. It's simple and plain, man. Can you drop that? Give me the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 3.
Just the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And hereby we do know that we know him.
Mm-hmm.
And if we keep his commandments.
Right. So this is John, man. He said, hereby we do know that we know him, man. We know God, man, if we keep his commandments. There's a lot of Christians, they always say, I know my God, I know my Jesus.
Right.
How you say that, but you don't follow this? How you know God and you know Jesus? You know, and them Christians that think Catholic, they trying to be on that Trinity stuff, man. The Father, Holy Spirit, when that is not in the Bible, man.
That's right.
At all, man. So in the end of the day, how they say they know the Lord, but you know, they ain't keeping none of his commandments, man. They still eating pork. They still suffering that shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. They still doing all the things, and they say they know God. How can you know God if you don't follow him? Even the scripture says, walk as you walk. You feel me? So how you know Christ and you ain't walking like you walk? Christ ain't celebrate his birthday. Christ ain't celebrate Memorial Day. How many times Christ celebrated Mother's Day?
Right.
And he said, cursed be the day that there and I was born. He said that. So that just tells you that, you know, this bastardized place we live in, man, they follow after themselves, man. The oppressor, man, he's pushing his theory, which is his story at the end of the day, into the environment, man. It's something that, you know, at the end of the day, it's not for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It's something that destroys blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right. It's something that puts us at the bottom. When the Lord said in, you know, Deuteronomy 20:81, man, above all nations on the face of the earth, man, not, you know, below. But we working, of course, you know, of course, in the Isupk to get back to that status, man. You know, thank God for Commander J. Hunter, man, that we could come in this truth, man, and learn what we're supposed to learn from birth. You know, what we are supposed to understand from birth. That's why the scripture says, train up a child. We were supposed to get trained up, and now we in here, we're learning ourselves, man. We're training up ourselves so we can become stronger as a nation, man. Read that one more time for the top.
And hereby we do know that we know him.
Mm-hmm.
If we keep his commandments.
Keep going.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
He that saith I know him and keep not his commandments is a liar.
Is a what?
Is a liar.
Uh-huh.
And the truth is not in him.
Man, that's from the Christians, man.
Right.
They say they know the Lord, man. Oh, God knows my heart. I say like all that other gibberish they be trying to say in that church, man. They say they know God. They don't keep his commandments. So the Bible deems you, the Lord deemed you a liar, man.
That's right.
Because you say that the truth is in you, but the Lord just said the truth is not in you, man. It's simple put, man. So if you're in that Christian church, man, you know how Marvin Sapp said, close the doors. You better break them doors down and run out that mug on me.
Damn right.
It's not doing you no good, man. They're not educating you in that, man. They pushing them lies into your brain, man, and it ain't doing nothing for you, man. It's actually weakening you. You know, that Christian church, man, you know, it's blasphemy. Like even Revelation 2:9 said, it's a synagogue of Satan, man. It ain't doing nothing for you at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, man, you know, you ain't learning nothing. What are you learning in the Christian church? You still gonna eat pork. You still gonna do whatever the hell you want to.
Right.
At the end of the day, that ain't doing nothing for black people. You sitting in the church, clapping your hands, singing them praise songs, ain't doing nothing for black people. They ain't doing nothing for your people. You know, the choir director is a homosexual. You know, all these different bad things, man, that's happening, man. You should be in the ISP under Commander J. Hunter learning the truth of the Bible, man.
That's right.
You should understand that the Lord, he put something here for us, man. We special, man, unto himself. These laws, man. The law ain't done away with. Just get that in your mind. Let it run through your head. through the back front, the cerebral cortex, it don't matter. The prenatal, it don't really matter. You feel me? And at the end of the day, man, the truth is not in you if you're in that Christian church, man. If you're not in a, one of these, zones learning this Bible, man, the truth is not in you, man. You got to come to class, man. Read verse 5, Baba Kasha.
But whosoever, Salakia, but whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected. Hereby know that we are in him.
And the love of God is perfected in the person, that comes to class, man. You better in yourself, man. You want to be a part of the, solution more than the problem, man. And that Christian church and that Muslim mosque, temples, wherever you at, man, in that Christianity, any branch, any 480 denomination that you in, Baptist, Methodist, it don't really matter. Pentecostal, it's all the same, man. All that stuff is under one branch, and it's the, the oppressor God. It's the white man. You feel me? That's, his religion, man. It ain't for black, Hispanics, Native Indians, man.
That's right.
It does nothing but tear down blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. Because at the end of the day, man, this Bible, man, these laws ain't done away with, man. They've been, saying that thing for a long time in that Christian church, but man, this truth, man, the Lord has said it in different verses that the law ain't done away with, man. He's saying, keep the commandments, man. That's why it says, keep it his word. These are his words. It's 31,000 verses in the Bible, man. Those are the words we're supposed to keep, man. We ain't supposed to keep nothing else but the laws of God, man. And at the end of the day, man, that's all that we're supposed to do. That's the, whole duty of man. Is fear God and keep the commandments. Can you drop that and give the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 1?
It's the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then?
Right.
Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Salakia, abound?
So, this is Paul, man, in the book of Romans, man. He said, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin? It's asking a question, that grace may abound. It's like, being that, Christians, they always try to say that thing. We're under grace. We got time to get it right. They always use that saying, but does that mean that because you're under grace, you should just continue being a sinner? And the grace, when you late on a bill, you get a grace period before they, either add a late fee or they cut it off. That means that at one point in time, say they give you a week, to pay your phone bill, right? And you behind, and they tack on that $15 fee or that $25, whatever, or they just cut it off, depends on the company, right? That's how the law works. Is that eventually that grace period gonna be up, man. The scriptures right here saying that, what shall we say then? Shall we continue to sin that grace may be abound? Meaning that Christians think because they're under grace, they ain't gotta get it right. They can just take all the time in the world. The Lord is saying, no, man, it's the end times, man. You got to get it right now. You got to fix yourself, man. You got to come in these classes, man. Recommend Junior Hunter, man, get this knowledge and understanding, man, so that you can be stronger as a brother or stronger as a sister. Because just because you're under grace, Christ can come back and you sleep. He says, thief of the night. He can literally come back while you sleeping and say, that's it. And then you beat. What you going to do then? You just took an L, a real L, because now you under lie by the Lord and there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Why not prepare yourself, gird up your loins and become strong. Come to class, man, and understand. Just because you under grace, that grace period is dying. It's going away. It's not exempt. You feel me? Christians believe that mindset, but the Lord is saying, nah, man. That grace period is ending. You just look outside and see it's ending. See the things that's going on around on the earth and see it's ending. The Lord is coming back real soon. And drop down to verse 15, Baba Kasha.
Verse 15. What then? Shall we sin? Because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid.
So Paul saying again, what then shall we sin because we're not under the law? Even when Christians say the law done away with, man, we're not under the punishment. You ain't gonna get stoned because you eat pork. But that punishment that's set, the Lord, he took that first L for you, but you take that second L for yourself and you eat that pork. When you come back, you get that punishment. That's an L for you. You feel me? But under grace, meaning, that's why it says God forbid. At the end of the day, man, the best thing for a brother or sister to do as Black Hispanic Native Indian is to come to class, man.
That's right.
Come to class under Command Junior Hunter and get this education and understanding so that you know you won't make those mistakes that you probably would have made in your earlier life, in your earlier years, man. You know, we were adored and, you know, taken in by this world, and we were loved by this Christianity, and that's what all we knew because we grew up with it, you feel me? But it was never the truth, man. It never did anything for our communities. It only oppressed us more and more. It only put us on the bottom more and more. And that's really the only thing it did for us is make us sink lower in status and never gain us anything. You feel me? Christianity has broken apart our homes, broken apart our communities, our families. We got people that argue over religions in our families, man. At the end of the day, man, I just tell a brother and sister to keep to come to class, man. Just because you hear that grace period, don't let that noise, you know, bother you, man. Right. Come to class under Commander Jihana and learn that, you know, Bible. And with that, pass class to preaching officer 500 Maya Shar. Clap it up.
Excellent job, brother. Excellent job. All right, so let me start it off saying Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakathum to all the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Avathun by Shem Yahshua to all the sisters. This is the Wednesday night law class, specifically the Deuteronomy, specifically the Levitical law class. I'm Priest and Prophet Maya Shar of the Isupk Durham, and tonight we're going to be going into the dietary law. Now, first off, why is the law important? Why did the Lord give his people the law? Why did he give us the law? You know what I'm saying? Of all the people on the earth, why did he give us the law?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Because he loves us?
Most High in Christ. Exactly. Give him a hand for that one. Because he loves us. You understand? Lord is our Father. You understand? He gave us the Bible and how to love one another. And because we are his children, so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, he gave us rules to live by, like any good father would. You understand? Because none of these ways, none of these laws were given to us to hurt us, to hinder us. Our brothers in the world, they see, our brothers and our sisters, matter of fact, in the world, they see these laws as hindrances. You understand? Things that harm us or things that just restrict us from what makes us feel good. You understand? But why would you ask yourself, like, why wouldn't they ask themselves why the Lord put these restrictions on us? You understand? Why did he make these laws to but why, when you ask yourself, why are you restricted from doing these things in the world? It's a lot.
So like it, my lord.
Go ahead.
I would say, you said why aren't we?
Yeah, why are we restricted to doing things in the world?
I would say the Christian pastor, honestly, the reason why he ain't gonna, restrict us, for one, he don't care. That's one thing.
All right.
The Christian pastor really, he's a false prophet and, false leader, and he's not after the Lord, he's after the money. Mm-hmm. He's trying to bribe our people, by the way of money. That's why you had that thing with Marvin Sapp saying close the doors, and he wanted 40,000 because at the end of the day, that 40,000 gonna fuel his kids going to college and making his house stronger. Right. But it's not making the houses of all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians stronger. It's actually making us weaker because now you still got that person paying their tithes, but they only got $40 to give. They only making ends meet, but they so I love my pastor. And at the end of the day, man, they struggling, man. That pastor ain't really doing nothing. So he ain't teaching these laws, because if he teaches these laws, he gonna have less people in his congregation to pay his tithes.
That's right. Because like we said before, Christian church doesn't restrict you from doing anything. The world doesn't just restrict us from doing anything. You understand? So these laws, they give us something to live by to keep us alive. Right. But the restriction, the law, the world don't restrict you from doing anything. So then you're just sitting there like,
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I believe that they it's easier to do wrong.
Yeah.
It's effortless. It's hard to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. It take a lot of work.
Yeah,
it took a lot of work for me to come in here.
Most High Christ.
I'm tired, but I'm still here.
Damn right, brother.
Christ.
You know what I'm saying?
Most High Christ.
Like a lot of us, you understand? Because I mean, a lot of times when we're just finding the truth or hearing about it, a lot of it sounds easy to do. A lot of it sounds easy to keep up with. Like, okay, for instance, some dietary laws. Some of us is like, man, I could stop eating pork. I can stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. But then you hear other things like, oh, I can't smoke. You understand? I can't get tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Those are my two biggest obstacles in wine. I love smoking. I was a half a pack a day smoker. And I got tattoos all over me. There's some that will never be finished at all. And I didn't want to hear that I couldn't get tattoos anymore. But that's one of them things. That's one of those obstacles, one of those restrictions that had to be brought on me because that I had to learn to live with. You understand? Because it's the law. It ain't about what I want. It's about what the Lord wants. Go ahead.
So like I may, I'm gonna say it's heavy that you say that out of one because shit. I met Officer Mike in 2019. I ain't coming to the school till 22.
See, and that's how it is. See, I myself started watching classes in 2017.
Right.
I didn't walk through them doors until 2021.
Right.
3 whole years watching the truth. I understand. I understand what these brothers are saying. It makes sense, but something kept me from walking through those doors, man. I didn't want to be restricted. Go ahead.
I'll say Salakia, my Lord. I can say for me, my personal demons was like how you said, smoking. That was one big thing when I was in the world.
For our people, man, smoking is always one of the things.
And then I can say honestly, my locks. I had locks down my back. It's like, man, I had locks down my back. Like I had like the future, like blonde tips, kind of locks. And that was like my pretty boy phase, I guess you'll say.
I remember seeing with those locks.
I had locks, and that was my thing. Yeah. Like I ended up getting tats and everything, and that was one big thing for me. It was my locks, because for one, I was like, I thought I read the scriptures and tried to interpret it myself, and I thought that Samson had dreadlocks. Couldn't find out. I read the scriptures, came to class, got a breakdown, and I was like, it's braids. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I done had these locks for 4 years, bro. So when I cut my locks, it was that
4 years.
Yeah, I had my locks 4
too
years.
Long.
Yeah, I cut my locks after 4 years, and then after that, the weed. It was kind of easy to drop that for one. I didn't want to spend money on it. After a while, I was like,
Save a lot more money now. Most time crazy.
Save bread, and then honestly, I was trying to get a better job, so I know they drug test and stuff and higher jobs. So I was like, yeah, it's either follow the Lord or be in the world and not be nothing at all and be a disgusting bastard. So I said, shit, let me gird up my loins and come into school, man. That's when I hit up Officer Mock in June 14, 2022, and I ain't never went back.
Most High in Christ, brother. You know what I'm saying? And that success stories just like that. So many brothers in the world, so many brothers in here today were just like that. You know what I'm saying? Restricted from coming in because they still want to do what felt good in the world. You understand? But then you learn that this law ain't about what makes you feel good. You understand? This is the Lord's law from the Lord to keep us alive, like any good father would. You know, your father didn't care about what you liked or what you wanted to do. His rules were there to keep you what? Why did your father give you rules in the household? Go ahead. You got it? You were a child once. Why did your father give you rules?
Salakia, so I won't get hurt.
Most High in Christ, give him a hand. So to keep you alive. That's what these laws is for, man. Salakia, Juan, let me get Baruch 4:1, Baba Kashab.
Okay, I got you.
These laws was made to keep us alive. That's darn none. I mean, a good father loves his children. The name of the game is keep your children alive. So why wouldn't you give them rules to live by? And notice, he didn't give these rules to everybody.
Okay.
He didn't give these rules to anybody. You understand? He gave it to one specific people, the Israelites. The people you know today is so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians.
Right.
That's got to make you feel special, man. You ain't give this to nobody else. Come on, man.
Say Salaki.
You don't care about nobody. Go ahead.
What I said
You don't
on
care
that,
about
it's
nobody
like
else.
that's heavy. You say that out of one because shit ain't gonna lie for me. It's like when I found out that, that, God selected us to be a chosen people to himself, it was empowering because, I know in the world I was that athlete jock, but I was like a popular loner. I was one of the people that I played my sports, I stayed out of the way. And I always felt like something was different. Every time I went to the Christian church, I felt like, dang, it feels weird in here. Like, what is all this shouting and all the everybody passing out, throwing white sheets on them? I'm like, this feels weird. Like it's like a screenplay, like a stage act, like some Broadway show. And I started realizing that this was a pattern. Like all this stuff was weird. So definitely, thank God for Command J Hunter, man. Barkatah out here shy.
Damn right.
For Command J Hunter, man. Already.
Isupk in the minute bucks. You understand?
Right. I got the scripture out of one.
Oh, go ahead.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
Most High Christ. Read that from the top. One more time.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God.
This is where you find the law of God, right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your pastor ain't giving it to you because he ain't reading out this book.
Right.
Nobody else can tell you. Nobody's going to think about it in their sleep and come up with something out of their brain, out of their imagination, out of their dreams about what's in here, man. The law of God is right here in this book. Keep going.
Okay. And the law that endureth forever.
And the law that endureth forever. Wait a minute. Read that again.
Okay. It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1.
This
is the book of the commandments of God. And the law that endureth forever.
Not till the New Testament.
Forever.
Till Christ's sacrifice.
Forever.
Till the white devil came into power.
Forever.
Man, these laws last forever. On and on till this day. They keep going. These laws have never been done away with, man. The Lord ain't contradicting himself, right? You understand? He didn't tell you anywhere in here that this law is done away with. My brother just started the class with the law is not done away with. You understand? We got scripture after scripture saying the law has never been done away with. You understand? Keep going.
Okay. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Now, what does that mean? All they should keep the law shall come to life. What does that mean?
So like my Lord. I was talking about people that, the black suspension native Indians that, keep these scriptures, it's like Christ said, he said, in gaining life, you shall lose your life. It's kind of similar to that scripture kind of puts it together that, coming back to these laws, it as people would say in the world, they say woke, you're woke up, it gives you life. Because once you don't eat pork, you live longer, you have better, health. Once you don't commit adultery or you don't eat shrimp, crab, or lobster, or you don't offend your brother, those are things that bring life to the black Spanish Native Indian community. Because now, when you understand Matthew 18 and 15, your brother might step on your shoe, but you ain't gonna beat him up. You ain't gonna shoot him. You ain't gonna allow him. Talk to him like, hey, Salakia, you stepped on my shoe. If you talk to him, you say, nah, man, no. What? You go to counsel. You understand that the scripture, gives you life. It brings life into our communities instead of tearing it apart.
I like your answer there, but I'm looking for. Oh, go ahead, sis. I like what you said there. I like it, but it's a much simpler answer though. Go ahead, sis. Okay. Yes, absolutely. That too. I want something just a little bit more simple, because for us right now in this hell, gaining life. Because all right.
I say we ain't.
I have to assume like somebody who reads this or hears these words is alive already. You understand? So what does it mean to come into life?
So like it.
Oh, go ahead, bro. You got to check. Oh, go ahead. Expound more.
Say use. Like.
Right, what I mean by that, right now we damn to death if we die for eternal. So I say life is like once you come, then you get to live in the kingdom forever.
Okay, that's more what
she said.
Yeah, more what she said. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, sister said her hand.
Sorry, I was going to say, are we going to be reborn coming into the truth?
No, you will. I mean, those of us in the truth will get reborn back into the truth. I mean, if we had found it before, we have it now, and we'll have it the next one. But okay, for time's sake, coming to life means you come back into a better condition. You live a better condition.
Right.
You understand? So that can mean what that means. That encapsulates a lot of things. Oh, sister said, coming. Sister had the same idea as you, coming to eternal life. Oh, it's like, could you get those names off the sheet for me?
I got you.
On sign Christ. Yeah, sister had the same idea, come into eternal life. But really, it's getting to a better condition, being in better condition, like better relationships with your family, your loved ones, your people. You understand? That's a good condition. Safety and security from the violence and the worst things of the world. That's a good condition. You know what I mean? Personal fulfillment of in your life. Be able to do the things you want to do. You understand? Less of the things you have to do. You know what I mean? And your mental and physical health. Oh, Slacky, sister had a comment. Slacky to honor the rules of the Bible. Well, yeah, doing that gets you the good condition, sis. You understand? In this good condition of having good mental and physical health, you understand, outlook without all the stress and the anxiety. You understand?
Damn right.
That's a good condition. That's what keeping these laws, statutes, commandments will bring us. Now we're still in this hell, man. We still got to survive, doing 9 to 5. You understand? Who's still in control? The white devil. You know what I'm saying? But even in this hell, we can still have a good condition by following these laws, because you're not in the world doing those things that'll harm you. You understand? That's what keeping this law coming into life is. You understand? Also, side note, speaking on that, better physical health, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to be getting into shortly with this dietary law. You understand? But that's all being in a good condition, following God's law. Keep going.
But such as leave it shall die.
Shall die. Now, real quick, you'll notice something right there. Read that little part again.
But such as leave it shall die.
Brother said, such as leave it. Understand? You can't leave something that you never had. You notice that? Did you read? Did you hear what he was saying there in Baruch 4:1? What is that? Yeah. Such as leave it can never have it. So the law, we all know the law was only given to Israel. You understand? Then it makes sense. So how's this law apply to anybody else if they were never given the law in the first place?
Right.
Such as leave it. You gotta catch those little things in the scriptures, man. The Lord didn't give a damn about any other nation. I'm gonna keep repeating that over and over again. I want everybody to know that for sure. He only loves you, Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians.
Right.
That's it. You understand? He didn't give a damn about them to give them law because he ain't worried about protecting them.
Right.
He's only worried about protecting us. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse
Such
2.
as leave this law. Keep going.
Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
Whoa. I think you missed something. Go back.
Oh.
Yeah.
But such as leave it shall die.
Such as leave it shall die.
Right.
And because we turned away from God's law, now we're living in these ghettos, these barrios, these reservations. Have you heard about how bad it is on some of them reservations? You got reservations out there that make some ghettos look like affluent white neighborhoods. It's bad on them reservations, man. It's absolute hell. You understand? But we already know in the projects and in Watts, right here in Cornwallis. No, not in Cornwallis. What's that place when we helped them brothers and sisters at in McDougal Terrace?
McDougal Terrace. It was Corliss.
Yeah. Ooh, exactly, brother. There's hell in these ghettos, barrios, and reservations, man. That's death. That's not following these laws, man.
Right.
You understand? We're in terrible mental and physical health. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with all sorts of trauma. We got all types of trauma here in Wine, man. That we just dealing with. We're supposed to get up, go to work with all this trauma. You understand? And our connections with our family and our loved ones and our own people, we don't have that. It's the worst possible thing. I mean, we have trouble connecting with our own people. We're in this hell because I got to get mine before you get yours. Isn't that the way it go? That's what they used to say in the 90s. I'm showing my age. But and when we're fractured, sitting here in constant danger, shots ring out outside this school like nightly. We are in danger. We are in hell. We are in what's that? Read that last part again.
Okay. But such as leave it shall die.
We're dying. We're alive, but we're dying. We're dead. You understand? This is that bad condition that brothers and sisters are in without this law. So it stands to reason to have the good condition. We have to keep God's laws, man. You understand? And part of his law is his dietary law, which is the main topic tonight. So, Hawan, if I could, give me Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1.
Okay.
Baba Shah. You understand? The Lord created all animals, all creatures, all insects, all the things that's part of what the scientists call the ecosystem. Anybody know what an ecosystem is? And if you don't know, you know our habit. We look it up. We type it into Google machines. What is an ecosystem? Go ahead.
You want the definition?
Yeah, anybody. That's anybody.
I got you.
Definition of ecosystem.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so this is the definition from the Oxford Language Dictionary for ecosystem: a biological community of interacting organisms in their physical environment.
Most High Christ. There you go. The Lord created a complex network of creatures, living organisms, man, that not only interact with each other. Anybody raise your hand? You heard of the food chain? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's something, that's animals interacting with each other, also with the environment, man. Because what do you got? You got bees and insects. They deliver pollen to plants and they pollinate plant life. You also got beavers that with their dams, they improve the water quality with those dams and help regulate the water flow. You know what I'm saying? These animals, this system that the Lord created is complex. If I could sidebar real quick, to think about how the Lord is like the greatest scientist ever. You know what I'm saying? That he created everything. Like sometimes, like how everything was made here on this earth to sustain itself in the planet. You understand? Let's see. The sister got a comment. Each group of animals have a job on earth. Example why we shouldn't need certain animals. Well, Most High Christ says, there you go. And we're going to get into that because there's animals. There's all kinds of animals in this ecosystem. Some that the Lord has given us to eat, and others that are just there simply to do its job in the ecosystem. That's it. You understand? We're going to get into those animals that we can eat and ones we can't eat. You understand? Because the Lord gave us this instruction manual in order to navigate those certain animals, man. Those certain those things we can and can't eat, basically.
Right.
Excuse me. Go ahead, brother. Leviticus 11:1.
Okay, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 1.
Let me get there with you.
Okay.
I love the Bible. All right. Go ahead.
Okay, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them.
Hold on. So right here, this is what it is and what it's going to be directly from the Lord to Moses and Aaron, recorded right here. All right. So this is from the Lord, what we're supposed to do. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
You know what I'm saying? Let the Israelites know what is good to eat. Did he mention anybody else there, Hawan? Was it Africans? Tell the Africans what to eat?
Israel.
Was it to tell the Chinese what to eat? Because they eating anything.
Israel.
Was it to tell the white people what to eat?
Israel.
Let's tell the Israelites what to eat. Again, because
Damn
this
right.
law is only for the Israelites.
Right.
Okay. He told us what to eat. Keep going.
Gabukan. Verse 3. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Okay. Now, what are examples of these? Anybody got to go ahead? Cow. Any more? I mean, we can't just eat the cow. I mean, can we eat something else? Bison. Most High in Christ. I love some bison. I mean, it's good. It's lean meat. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know what's not cool.
Duck.
Duck.
Okay, we're gonna get down further into that.
Okay.
Say Salaki.
Go ahead.
I was about to say giraffe, but
Giraffe. Yeah. Little did you know you can eat giraffe. It's lawful. Now, I'm be honest with you. I probably wouldn't go and try and find some giraffe. I'm sure you might be able to find it. Go ahead.
say Salaki. You can't actually unalive them out here. You gotta go to like Africa, but if you want to get it shipped in, you can.
Well, there you go. You got a giraffe plug right here to find some giraffe. The sister said some deer. Yep, you can eat deer.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Salakia. Ox.
Ox. Yep, that's part of the cattle family. Absolutely, you understand. What about goat? Y'all like goat? Yeah, you can eat that goat. Lamb. Absolutely. Like we ate at the 56th annual Passover.
Damn right.
You understand? That lamb is good. I love lamb. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The sister got We're gonna get further into that into chicken. You know what I'm saying? Negroes love some chicken, so we're gonna get further into that one. And lamb, like the sister said, damn right. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Also, these beasts, right? These are mostly your four-legged grazing, eating the cud animals. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But are there some animals who eat the cud and do not have their club and hood? You got a question? Oh, Pastor Mike.
I don't know what eating the cud mean.
Eating the cud, that's chewing the grass. That's chewing the grass. Like when they're grazing, eating that grass up, that's chewing the cud. Most High in Christ. Keep going, brother.
Gabukan. Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
That's right. So Lord is telling you what? It can't be one or the other. They can't chew the cud and then not have a cloven foot. Or they can't be cloven at the foot and not eat the cud. It has to be both. It can't be like the camel, for example. Like, read that again.
Gabukan. All right. Verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall you not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
Right. It has to be both. That was the Lord established there. It can't be one or the other. You understand? So you want to look for these sort of things when you see animals like that. So real quick, I had Google images on the side there. So let's look up a llama. A llama is in the camel family. Let's see, llama. What? Have you seen some of these llamas out here? There's got farmers out here who got llamas in alpacas. Now, the llama cheweth of the cud, and look at there. As a cloven foot. A llama's good to go, but a camel's not. How about that?
I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot, yes, sir.
So go ahead.
Well, I say eating a llama is crazy though. I do a giraffe, but a llama is kind of OD.
Yeah, giraffe. I think giraffe is even more.
I like challenges
because all that neck there. I mean, it's just.
I like challenges.
Wait, was they able to see that on the
Hold on, see it. It's like it. I got you.
The sister said you. All right. Present. It's like your technical difficulties over here. Okay, Most High Christ. Yeah. So damn, they didn't even see the whole thing. They didn't even see the whole. Okay, so all right. So yeah, a llama is kind of part of that family, but upon further inspection, read the law again.
Khan. It's the book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof.
But divided not the hoof. But the llama, which is kind of sort of in that same kind of category, that same family, he chewed the cud and has divided foot there. So now that tells you what? The llama is good to go. Even though, why would you do it? We got plenty of, there's other beasts to eat, but you know what I'm saying? It's just an example there. So now, what about, think of another one.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Horses.
Horses? Well, you can't. Yeah, exactly. Because why? Go ahead. The rule. What the law say about the horse, or what does the law say specifically about a horse? Why they can't eat?
They chew with the cud, but it doesn't divide the hoof.
Let's see. Because he asked a good question there. I mean, why aren't you eating horse? Let's see. Foot. There you go. It's not divided. So you can't eat a horse. What else? What else? What else they throw out there? Because they eat a whole bunch of things out there. And yeah, we stay about these.
It sounds like you just took my duck away from me. You just take my duck away from me?
Well, we're gonna keep on with the duck, but no,
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I love. I'll get it, Mike.
Okay, yeah.
Salakia.
We'll get there. Go ahead, bro.
What about bear?
The bear? Okay, now that's another beast. You understand? No, we can't eat bear, but we're gonna keep on going. We're only in the fourth verse, so we're gonna keep on going. Zebra. Let's see. Again, we're bringing up kind of the same family of animals and what you can and cannot eat. All right. Now, zebra is akin to a horse. You eat that cud, but that foot is not divided. You cannot eat a zebra. You understand? Leave that to lions. You understand? We won't come back to that.
I say Salakia. I'm like, well, if you eating a zebra, that's kind of crazy though.
Yeah, well,
Nah,
see, and his sister stuck on that one.
Salakia.
Why you able to
I
eat it?
understand what you're saying, sis, but a giraffe is like one of them exotic animals you just want to try for the hell of it.
Well, okay, I can see that a little bit.
Just for the hell of it. It's like chicken.
Yeah. I mean, whoa. How do you know about it? The sister said she might be vegan after tonight's class. Well, we'll see. I mean, there's plenty of things the Lord said you can eat, but we're going to go into more what you can eat, because we can't be like these other nations just eating every damn thing on the earth. You understand? They're almost like babies, right?
Mm-hmm.
They see something, they just put it in their mouth. Pause. That's just what they do. These other nations. We can't be like that. We have a dietary law to keep us healthy and safe, man. Keep going. Verse 5.
Khan. This book, Leviticus chapter 11, verse 5. And the coonie, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
He is unclean to you. Now, what is a coonie? Anybody know? All right. Well, as anything, we just always look it up. You understand? So, Babidi. Coonie.
Salaki, sir.
So,
Second. Getting it right now.
remember, you said
Salaki, sir. It's Khan's a rabbit.
not exactly like a rabbit. Coney is similar to a guinea pig. You see this animal right here? I don't know if here, let me make sure it's with the. Okay, there you go. That's a coonie. You understand? That thing is in the family of the guinea pig. It's a mammal, but it's in kind of that rodent. It's almost given rodent, but it's not. It's it's also kind of related to a hare, but we know it's not a rabbit. Why? Because the very next verse they mention the hare, the rabbit. You know what I'm saying? So we know that it's not a rabbit. This here is I would say guinea pig. It's the closest thing to a guinea pig. This thing here, you cannot eat. Read it again from the top.
Khan. This book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 5. And the Kuni, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
He's unclean to you. You cannot eat this. Unclean. That's all the Lord needed to tell you. Really, that's all we actually need to know. It's unclean. The sister said it looks like a rat and squirrel mixture. That's exactly what it looks like. What's that thing in that a mole rat? Kind of look like a mole rat. Anybody know what a mole rat look like? Nah, yeah, no, yeah. I don't even know if that's real, but yeah, that's what it looked like to me. It doesn't make no damn sense. So keep reading, brother.
Khan. Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
He eat the cud, that's one, but he's not dividing the hoof, so no good, unclean to you. You understand? Now, even researchers will tell you today, like, there's a certain type of malnutrition that happens when you keep eating rabbits. It's because their lack of essential fats and nutrients. You understand? This is what scientists found researching rabbits. But here, the Lord just told us it's unclean to us. Why? That's all we need. That's all you technically need. The Lord says it's not clean for you to eat. Then that's it.
It's lucky, sir.
Go ahead.
It's kind of heavy that you say that because it's crazy. I grew up in a country family.
Yeah, we are here in North Carolina. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you from Atlanta, ain't you?
No, it's like, I grew up in Goldsboro. My family from Goldsboro, but I lived in Atlanta. I lived in Savannah.
Keep going.
Being that my family from down here is like, they eat rabbit, they eat chitlins, they eat everything. So it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's how my granddad grew up. He grew up on a farm. So, I ain't gonna lie. They ate it. I never ate it, like, ever.
Most
I never had
Christ,
rabbit, none of that stuff. It's like just hearing it, it was like, that's not for me.
Yeah, a lot of those down home country things we eating here in the South, they are unlawful. And they're listed here. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Before the end of this, you're gonna be telling your grandmammy, your mammy, your Aunt Tammy, and your best friend Randy, you can't eat none of that stuff, man. But keep going, brother.
Khan.
We're at verse 7.
Khan, verse 7.
We're Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
Right.
You going?
Book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
Oh, here we go.
And be cloven footed.
There's that swine. Keep going.
Yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He is unclean to you. That damn swine. We know, brothers and sisters, damn well they can't get up that swine. You got brothers and sisters right now who refuse to walk through these doors because of swine. Just swine. We hear it all the time. I agree with everything you brothers, saying. Yeah, y'all, black power, brown power, all that. But that swine, though. I mean, God said that law's done away with, right? I mean, we can eat that swine. It's okay. As long as you pray over it. You understand? Read that again from the top.
Khan, it's the book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
He is unclean to you. There are the prerequisites right there. Does not chew the cud and is cloven of the hoof. Read it.
Khan. And be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
He is unclean to you. You understand?
It's like
go ahead.
It's crazy because it's like, a Christian to see this and they first thought it's just Christians stupid. It's just crazy. What they first thought is, this is Old Testament. This don't matter. It don't matter to us. And they'd be like,
Shalom, no Christ.
They're still here tithes, and they don't say this is Old Testament. It doesn't matter to us.
They pick and choose.
They pick and choose what they want to follow, and it's like you pick and choose what you want to follow, but you also pick and choose what destroys you, what actually puts you at a lower level, a lower state of mind. At the end of the day, anything you don't follow that's in this book going to destroy you anyway. If you
damn right.
You following after Christianity, it's just going to put you at the ends of the earth. It's like the scripture said before, it's going to make you die.
You understand?
put you in the lowest state of mind, and like I said, Rakata Yahya Shah, Command Jane because we can understand, these law, statutes, commandments, especially this is, one of the easier. It's like the milk. You feel me? The easier to understand. It's not the parable or anything, but it's like it's simple. Just to crack open the book, come to class, and understand it.
Most importantly, come to class so you get this information. But yeah, it's one of them things we definitely need to know because you got to eat. You got to eat, right? You understand? Man, we need to know what we can or cannot eat.
Right.
And that swine for sure is something you cannot eat. You understand? And frankly, all you need to know is from the Lord is it's unclean. Period. That's all you need to know. But our people, we are stiff-necked and we need to we need more. We need reasons to go on. This sister said, yeah, she agreed with what you said. You know what I'm saying? They pick and choose what to follow because it makes them comfortable. That's all it is.
Like,
oh, go ahead. You got something?
On top of that, though, it's like what sister said, and I said earlier, it's like they do pick and choose what they want to follow, but it's also like explaining Christianity is crazy, but it's just that's their nature. Like they try to combat the things that they know are wrong. It's like the ignorance, like how you said, stiff neck. The Lord said, "For my people suffer for lack of knowledge," and they understand that they shouldn't eat pork, but they just they'd rather find out the Lord's wrath than not eat pork. They'd rather suffer a consequence.
That's the sad part.
High blood pressure or diabetes, and now when they pass away, they get unalive by the Lord because of eating that pork.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, dang, they probably think to themselves before the last words, like, dang, I shouldn't have ate that pork sandwich. But it's just, why don't you just change it? Why don't you just change it now?
They probably just think it running in family. That is just
think it's a generational curse.
Yeah, generational curse. There you go. You understand? They want to just do what makes them feel good instead of listening to these laws, statutes, commandments.
Right.
But right now, I'm on a personal mission, Hawaiian. I'm gonna try my damnness. My goal right now is to get anyone who so much as looks at swine to lose their lunch. Like I want you to see a pig, a cartoon pig, to make you lose your lunch. So here we go, man. I'm gonna list to you why you cannot eat swine, man. These are facts I found about pigs. You cannot eat them, man. Now, we just read there, the Lord said it's unclean to eat, but you need more reasons, don't you, Christian? You understand? You need more reasons, so we're going to list them out right here, man. Swine carry up to 30 diseases that can easily be passed to humans. Did you know that? 30 diseases. Are you still thinking about that bacon, Christian? You understand? They literally will eat or drink. This is serious. Literally would drink anything, including their own feces and urine. You understand? Are you still thinking about that pork chop sandwich? Are you still thinking about that pork chop sandwich right now? It's the only mammal that doesn't sweat. Do you know what sweat is supposed to release toxins? It doesn't sweat. It doesn't release those toxins. So instead of escaping, they get absorbed into the flesh, into that meat that you're eating. You still want that pork tenderloin? When a pig dies, the maggots and the bacteria and insects that eat inside its flesh eat it faster than any animal. You kill a cow that after a day, nothing, but a pig infested. This is the thing they're serving at. They're serving to you, man. This is the thing they're serving to you. Did you throw ribs on that grill Monday? You understand? And there's no safe temperature in which pork can be cooked to ensure that all those parasites and the cysts will be killed. You understand? So I want you to run up out that Smithfield's barbecue, man. You understand? Get away from that swine. Read it again one more time.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He is unclean to you. We just ran down the reasons why. We didn't need anything else from the Lord. The Lord just said the swine is unclean. He's unclean to you. That's it. Now, what we read from these researchers and whatnot, we found for certain what the Lord said was right. But all we need is the Lord's word right here. He said it's unclean to us. Done deal. That's it. I'm good. We should be good. That's it. It shouldn't have to be like that, man. because this is the Most High we're talking about, the one who created all animals, all the animals and everything of this ecosystem. You understand? What he says is unclean is, well, damn it, it's unclean. That's it. End of story. But here we are. we gotta keep on. We gotta bring out facts. So Juan gotta bring out more to satiate the people so they know to get away from that swine that's giving them hypertension, blood pressure, and heart disease.
It's like,
Go ahead.
it's crazy. You say that other one is heavy because it's like we have to bring out extra facts onto why you shouldn't eat swine. When as a Christian, if you listen to the class, the Lord is all. He's even Christ said, "There's no one great but Him." But the Most High. So it's like the only thing the only works cited page you should have is the Lord's words. You shouldn't need anything else to prove why God said not to eat pork.
You shouldn't need anything else, but here we are, because we're still battling Christians.
Yeah, but Christians,
brothers
they
and
choose
sisters,
that.
like I said, brothers and sisters are still not coming in here
Right.
for pork.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe that? And Salakia, go ahead, brother. you got a personal story.
Yeah, I
Go ahead.
want to say is, it's like that because people think that their grandmother is more important than the Most High.
Right.
Or because their grandfather lived to 98, and he ate it. So you can eat it.
Okay, now he lived to 98. How did that granddad live till 98? Did he live spry? Did he live, like he could move around? Did he move good? Or I'm guessing at 98, he hunched back, wheezing, barely go anywhere without his machines, living bad. It's a bad 98. Now, a 98 grandpa, he could be an exception, but for the most part, how long do blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians live? What's the average? 77. That's still young. You understand? And from what? From eating unlawful foods, man.
So like,
for years. Go ahead.
So like, even in the scriptures, if I'm not mistaken, the average age was like 200-300 in the Bible. Like, people live for a long time in the Bible.
Longer than that?
Yeah, they live for up to probably 500 years, and it's like, because of how we eat today, it has definitely decreased it to the 70s.
Yeah, the Lord keeps
300.
The Lord keeps shortening our lives the more we disobey Him.
Right.
You got a comment? Go ahead.
I think for males it's lower.
It is lower.
Maybe like 72. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Shoot, I don't know too many people past 70. You know what I mean? But that's because we keep disobeying His law, like the brother was bringing out. We used to live very long lives, but then we broke one law, and then kind of snowball effect, more and more. We just didn't want to do what the Lord wanted us to do, and our lifespan just kept getting shorter and shorter. Sister says 65 and 70, between 65 and 75. Yeah, you got a lot more living to do, but you want to give it all up for swine. Or whatever other garbage you want to do, or whatever garbage you want to keep up. Keep going, brother. What was that? Verse
8.
Verse 8. Keep going.
Verse 8. The book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
Damn right. You're not to eat these things.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
And their carcass shall ye not touch.
Neither shall you touch their carcass. Now, these are unclean animals. You see a dead pig laying around, you're not to touch that thing. That is a garbage can. Like the sister said, she said swine is a garbage can. That thing is a garbage can riddled with disease. An unclean animal is just that, riddled with disease. Don't go near that. Don't touch that. You understand? I would have a hazmat suit on dealing with that kind of thing. You understand? But an unclean animal, you're not to touch it with your bare hands, period. All right? Keep going.
Khan. They are unclean to you. Verse 9. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
So now we're going into the things that are in the waters. These fishes, all them sea life, what you can and can't eat. Let's get it.
Khan.
I know people want to hear that. Me personally, I don't dig on that seafood. That's just me.
It's like it. Is you allergic?
Huh?
Is you allergic to fish?
No, I'm allergic to
Shellfish.
shellfish.
Oh,
Most
yes.
High Christ, because you ain't like you're not supposed to eat that. Yeah, we're gonna get into that, but yeah, go ahead.
What's that good? This book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 9. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
So you got good fish you can eat. Want to give me some examples? What are some things? Go ahead. The whiting fish. Okay, whiting fish is a good fish. It's got both what? Skins. I mean, fins and of course it's got skins. It's got fins and scales.
Mhm.
All right. What else? Red snapper. Okay, yeah, red snapper's a good one. You also got blue snapper. I just heard that. You got that. Obviously, Giannis all know all about that blue snapper. He said that's some good fish. I wouldn't know again because I don't eat fish. But you got blue snapper, red snapper. You got that whiting fish. What else?
Tilapia. Tilapia.
Tilapia. Let's see. God, that's a big ass fly.
They got fins and scale though.
They formed that so we got Lyme disease.
That shit was. Yeah, guys.
Fins and scales. Now the ones that they're not farming are clean. But look at there. We got. Let me share the screen. I keep forgetting to share the screen, y'all.
The one we can't. It's like it, sir.
There you go. You understand? Sister said bass. You understand? Salmon is good. Salmon is a good fish. Fins and scales.
That shit smack too.
Sister said bass. Let's look up bass. We got to know these things, right? Because we eat these things. They're in the supermarkets and whatnot. Look at there. I see fins. I see scales. It's good to go. Tuna is unlawful. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that. These are some of the fishes you can eat. We heard whiting, we heard red snapper, blue snapper, tilapia, bass. You understand? Now keep going.
Kawakan. Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas.
All these that don't have fins and scales. So again, it don't have to have both. They could be missing the fins, but have the scales unclean. They could have this. They can not have the. What did I say? Fins and then the scale. They can't. You got one. You can't. You gotta have both. You can't have one or the other. That's the general rule here. So, what are some examples of that?
Says like it. Catfish.
Catfish. Absolutely. Black people love the catfish, man. Let's look at one, man. That catfish, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I heard brothers, commit crimes for them catfish nuggets.
Like, what's up?
Yeah. Now look at that. What I see some
Like
fins.
it almost looked like a pig.
It does. It is a dirty, bottom feeding animal. This is unclean to you. You cannot eat this. There's no scales there, man. Sister said flounder. Let's look it up. Let's see. We're gonna take a look. Oh, what you know? It's got fins, but I don't see no scales. Can't eat no flounder. I don't know where you go to get flounder. You probably get where you get flounder. You get flounder at every. Now I heard about Capital Seafood. Yeah, I heard. Yeah. Can't eat that flounder. What else? What else? What else has no fins or no scales? Remember, that's the criteria. You got to have both fins and scales. So what else? Shark? You damn right you can't eat no damn shark. Let's see.
It's like it. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nobody eating a shark though. That's dead. Like,
yeah, see, I don't know.
That's
See,
on there.
that's like what the sister was saying.
Esau, he does it.
Even if you could, I don't know why. Look, why would you eat the predator like this?
Like
This is crazy. Huh?
So it's like it. I ain't gonna lie, in the world, growing up in Georgia, it's kind of we did eat alligators. So
see, well, okay. In the South, a lot of people up north, they don't do this. They don't eat like us in the South. Us in the South, brothers and sisters in the South, they ate what they had to. They did what they did to survive. Huh? What's that? Alligator unlawful. We're gonna get into that. Trust me, y'all moving fast. Like we're just right here with the animals under the sea. We're gonna get to that for sure. But right here, you cannot eat shark. Now you mentioned before tuna.
I don't like tuna. I was wondering, I just
Now tuna's another obstacle to a lot of brothers and sisters. They love their tuna fish. But upon further inspection, did I fuck something up? Upon further inspection, man, it got fins, but where them scales at?
Salakia. So this how the devil try to trick you. They try to say that it got microscopic fins, one little strip of fins that's on the side.
Damn right, brother. Give him a hand. Nah. If you can't see those scales with your naked eye, like Moses and them did back in the day, it's unlawful for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Microscopic, exactly, sis. Microscopic scales. Get out of here. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say something. Besides that, like how you say you don't eat fish, I'm kind of similar. Like, also not a job, shout out to my brother. That nigga love eating fish. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, not y'all can cook. Man.
I'm a true Jew. I eat chicken and stuff like that.
Damn right. Ain't nothing wrong with that chicken, that yard bird. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So I'm not really that kind of person with the fish and stuff. So
sign Christ, brother. To which they own. You know what I'm saying? But there are fish you can't eat, and there's fish you can't eat. What fish can you eat? What are the two criteria?
Scales and fins.
Scales and fins. All right. So if you see one but not the other, you cannot eat it. It's unlawful to you. It is unclean. What do we know about tuna today from research? No. What do we know about tuna? Like the
unclean.
No. According to like research, like what it's loaded with mercury. You get mercury poisoning from eating too much tuna. You know what I'm saying? Now we know from the Bible it's unclean, but research again, like we was saying about the swine, we know through research that these things are not supposed to be eaten. You understand? Yeah. Yep, Most High Christ, man. See, that's why this is here. This is all we need, basically. You understand? Keep going, brother. What
so like you said, we're on verse 10 again.
Verse 10, keep going.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
An abomination. Look up abomination. What is an abomination? The sister said Nadia made us the best grilled chicken during Passover week. I'm telling you, that brother can cook, man. He is a world-class cook. You understand? What is the abominable? What is abomination? I can't talk now. What is an abomination?
This is a definition from the Oxford or from the Merriam-Webster for abomination: something regarded with disgust or hatred.
There you go. That's how you can consider your tuna, your shark, your flounder. You look at that flounder, brother, with extreme disgust. Can't eat it no more, man. It's no good to you. Keep going, brother. Leviticus 11:11.
Okay, this phone froze. The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 11. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination.
Yeah, you don't eat their flesh. You don't eat them. You don't touch them. All right. There's a flounder sitting in your way. You don't touch that thing, man. It's unclean to you. And touching of these things, like, you know better than to touch a dead body, than to touch something that's been sitting there, rotten, getting disgusted. I mean, that's common sense. But look at not Esau, but you look at Moab, they'll see a dead carcass on the side of the road and serve it up to you as chicken, the General Zhao's chicken. You know what I mean? But we got this law. We know don't touch carcasses, especially the carcass of an unclean animal.
Right.
Now, can you touch the carcass of a lawful animal? There you go. Because how else are you going to cook it? You understand? So when it says don't touch the carcass of an animal that's an unclean animal, an unlawful animal. Keep going.
Khan. Verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
No scales, no fins. Now what are we getting into?
Salakia,
Uh-huh.
shrimp, crab, and lobster.
Damn right. We're getting into that shellfish. You can't have none of that. Now, I mentioned before, right? What the Lord made in his ecosystem to keep it afloat, to keep it going. These things like shellfish, like lobsters, oysters, shrimp, these things were put in the ocean to clean the water. They were to keep. Yes. Sister said sea roaches. That's what they are. They're just bottom feeders. They're there to clean, purify. They have their role in the ecosystem to keep things clean. They're not meant to be eaten. They have no scales. They have no fins. You about to say something, brother?
Yeah, Salakia.
Uh-huh.
So they shrimp, crab, and lobster, they eat poop.
Yeah.
They eat shit.
Yeah.
Salakia.
Oh, no sweat. No sweat. Shrimp, they have that that line.
That vein.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Now, a lot of times they don't.
So it's like chitlins.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Something that's part of an already unclean animal, you shouldn't be eating in the first place.
Salakia. So
Uh-huh.
we used to call shrimp and lobster the pig of the sea.
Most High in Christ.
But
That's
they eat anything.
they eat anything. They're bottom feeders, like the sister said. Sea roaches. They're not meant to be eaten. You know, back in the day, before lobster became a delicacy, it was given to prisoners. It was given to prisoners. It was prison food. This is prison food. This was not meant to be a delicacy, and we know through the law right here that wasn't meant to be eaten at all. But they go and turn around and they turn it into something that you pay. How much you pay for like a pound of lobster or whatever? $80. God
I'm
damn.
gonna say Salaki. I ain't gonna lie. I was in the world.
Mhm.
I did eat crab legs like crazy. I ain't gonna lie, because
Mhm. And that's another one you gotta stay with
Growing up-
because the crabs have fins and scales. Absolutely not.
in the world, that was kind of like
Unlawful.
one thing we had in Georgia. In the world, that was what we ate down there in Savannah, because we right beside the ocean, so we ate a lot of crab legs, all that shit. So
Yeah.
definitely yeah, I say probably like $10 to 15, 16, something like that.
Mhm.
For half a pound, like $16.
Good night.
It's crazy
Now-
expensive.
Not saying you can't eat any seafood, but there's criteria. You
Right.
understand? We know what we can and can't eat, and shellfish is not one of them. It's meant to clean. Keep going.
Verse 13. And these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls.
Here we go. We're talking about them birds.
Mhm.
What we can and can't eat here. Go ahead.
They shall not be eaten.
Hold up. 1 second. He didn't mention what can be eaten. We're going all into the ones you can't eat. So whatever's not on this list right here that we're about to go into, they're good to go. So go ahead. Start, brother.
Come. They are an abomination.
Mm-hmm.
The eagle and the ostrich.
No, say it again.
The eagle and the ostrich.
Ostrich.
I gotta get
No
that.
sweat.
I got you.
We'll look it up too. Let's see. What is an ostrich?
That's it. Says like it.
Keep going.
I got a definition for you. Let's see what I'm. Damn. Oh, Salaki. It's a vulture.
Mm-hmm. These are birds of prey. There you go. Look at that. That one looks like a devil. Come on, man. Look at this. I want to. Oh no. That's got to be on artist rendering. But yeah, that's a predator right there. You even got the predator eyes. That is a predator bird. Keep going.
Kabukan. And the osprey.
And the osprey. Now, you notice here, what we're talking about, these are predator birds. These are the birds that hunt for living things like the moles, the rats. The what did we mention here earlier? This coney, yeah, predator bird to eat that. Understand? Keep going. These are things you cannot eat. You can't look at a vulture, what is this? An eagle and say, you know what I'm saying, dinner time. You can't pluck an eagle and cook them up. You can't do that. Keep going.
Come. Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
And the vulture and the kite after his kind.
More predator birds. You know, vultures, they have a special stomach to digest dead things. That's what they do. They eat dead things and they process that. You can't eat something that processes dead meat. That's just, again, common sense. You shouldn't be doing that. That's unlawful. It's unlawful. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 15. It's like it.
Mm-hmm.
Every raven after his kind.
Them blackbirds, them ravens, the what's the cousin that what's the other name they got for it? You got a crow. Cannot eat. Keep going.
Verse 16. And the owl, and the nighthawk, and the cuckoo, and the hawk after his kind.
You know what I'm saying? The owl. Who the hell want to eat an owl? Have you seen an owl like in real life? That is a scary bird. Yeah, just looking at it, like, and when it twists its neck, you can't eat it. Unlawful. It's a predator bird. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 17. And the little owl, and the cormorant,
Let's see.
and
what
the great
cormorant
owl.
is real quick. Cormorant. I've never even heard of a cormorant before. Any of y'all heard of a cormorant? Sound like it must be an owl family. So we're getting the small owl, the great owl, and the cormorant. So let's see. Cormorant. Yeah. See, this is another one of those predator birds. You understand? Now, brother, you asked about the duck. It's looking kind of similar, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna find out.
It's like it, sir.
So,
yes, it's like it's trying to pronounce this word. Fallow crow racidae is a family of approximately 40 species of aquatic bird, commonly known as cormorants and shags. So it's a seabird. Yeah,
seabird. Okay. Now, brother, you asked about the duck. Duck is classified as what? Read it again. I'm reading nice and loud too. They need to hear this. And anybody thinking about getting some daggone duck.
Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
And the little owl and the cormorant.
No. What that definition? Yeah.
It's a cormorant.
Oh, we'll let him read it now. You can ask a question.
It's a Phallocracidae is a family of approximately 40 species of aquatic birds, commonly known as cormorants and shags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, yeah. Hey, we got plenty of other food you can eat. Plenty other food you can eat. You understand? Keep going. Now, verse 18.
Verse 18. And the swan.
And the swan.
And the pelican.
Mm-hmm.
And the gear eagle.
The gear eagle. Now, I want to look that up real quick because I don't know what the hell a gear eagle is. You know what I'm saying?
It's like it, sir.
But from what?
Go ahead. Eating the eagle in general is kind of crazy, though. Like,
yeah. Look, it's a big ass bird, man. They got eagles about, and that's again why the white man chose the eagle as his personal
nation bird.
Yeah, as his symbol, because it is a powerful bird. It's huge. They get to be up 3-4 feet. That's a 10-year-old. That's a big bird and powerful. You understand? But I don't see why anybody would ever eat that, because that just looks. Come on, man. That's and it's the predator bird. It eats dirty things. It eats things you're not supposed to eat. So let's see. What's this? What did I say? Gear eagle.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I've seen those. Those be in Australia. Oh, this is Egyptian vulture. This is a predator bird. You cannot eat this. You understand? Keep going.
Okay. Verse 19.
So we know the swan, pelican, gear eagle, those water birds, these certain water birds you cannot eat. Keep going.
And the stork.
Another one.
The heron after her kind.
Another kind of water bird. Keep going.
And the lapwing
the lapwing,
And the bat.
and the bat.
So like it's
Sit there and look at them. Who looks at a bat and thinks, give me some of that? Now,
like,
hey, didn't they say it's unofficial? YouTube don't strike us. Didn't they say that's where COVID-19 came from? The Chinese eating some bats. And what did the law just say right there, Juan? Read it again.
Gun. An historic, the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat.
And the bat. I'll tell you, those the Chinese, the Moabs, they really are just the wash pot. That's what they're biblically called. That's the Bible calls them. The Lord called them the wash pot. Wash pot's something nasty. That's where you wash up and the dirt and grime gets to the bottom. These are the disgusting people, and they eat anything, including bat. They ate bat, and now we had to be locked down for what? 2 years? 2 years because they want to eat anything. Good night. See, and that's why the Lord gave us this law and not everybody else, because we got a little bit of common sense. Nobody looks at a bat and says, yummy, yummy. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 20. All fowls that creep, going upon all four, shall be an abomination unto you.
Now, you might sit there and wonder, what in the hell? That's right, Sister Moab. You might be sitting there thinking, what in the hell is a fowl? That's a bird, a fowl that creeps on all four. Anybody seen that? Tell me you've seen that, because I want to see. Have you seen a fowl that fly, that something that could be able to fly on all fours? Has anybody seen that? Anybody? Nobody? Yeah. Read it again, because I want you to think about that. We know fowls have wings. They have their two legs. Read that again.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
All fowls that creep, going upon all four, shall be an abomination unto you.
What fowl got wings and creeps on all four? The answer is not a damn thing. It don't exist no more. That thing, whatever that is not on the planet no more. All right. So you ain't got to worry about that. If you do see something that has wings and creeps on four legs, run to the other side. Don't walk, run. Yeah, get out of here. You see something that 4 legs and wings? That's nuts. That's wild. So this scripture right here, Leviticus 11 and 20, that's talking about something that's not on earth anymore. All right. That doesn't exist. It was in this time when it was written, but we don't have that. Thank God. Because if I saw it, I'd just be stuck there just like, what the hell is that? That's crazy. All right. Keep going.
Verse 21. Yet these may you eat of every flying creeping thing that goeth up upon all four, which have legs above their feet to leap withal upon the earth.
Now, this right here, flying. Oh, you're not my power. My bad. Oh, most high. Now, these again talk about something that's not necessarily here anymore. All right, we're not talking about that right there. But to answer the question before, the brother was asking about chicken. There are things you can't eat. What's not mentioned here is birds you can't eat. What are you talking about? Chicken, turkey. What is that? Gamish hen? No, Cornish hen. Cornish hen. Give me some more. You eat pigeon. Did you know that? Yeah, you can eat pigeon. I wouldn't recommend eating the ones you see circling around you. Like, you want good pigeon, but you don't want city pigeon. You can eat pigeon. All right. What else? What other birds can you eat? Anybody?
So it's like you said turkey already?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely eat that turkey. I love turkey.
You said chicken.
Eat chicken? Absolutely. That yard bird, you know. Go ahead. What else? Hen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Rooster. You know what I'm saying? Basically chicken family. But yeah, we got birds we can eat, but all the ones they listed there, for the most part, yeah, well, damn right, all them birds they listed there, you cannot eat. All right. So that's cut, clear, print, beautiful, easy. You understand? Besides, you wouldn't want to eat any of them birds, them other birds. So keep going, brother.
Okay.
Verse 22.
Verse 22.
Mhm.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind.
So there's insects you can eat. Now, me personally, I see the sister's face right there. Yeah, my feeling exactly.
Let's say so.
I wouldn't run to eat no bugs, but there are insects that you can eat, and we're going over them right now. Go ahead, brother. You got some?
like it. I ain't gonna lie. I knew like the cricket was lawful. I
Want some,
lucky want to try it though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, then I would never
Lucky
try
want to try
it.
it. Come,
I mean-
my dad was in the military. He was an Esau in the military. He had to do it in the forest, so I kind of want to try it a little bit.
Oh,
Lucky. No, I ain't never had that one before.
Ashley, get the mic. Tell them what you found crickets in.
Yeah, back in the days I grew up, you can go to the convenience store. They had popsicles with crickets in it. It was pretty good.
Who own these convenience stores? By chance? Like why they got popsicle flavored crickets? I mean cricket flavored popsicles. Why is this South doing that? Well, technically those popsicles would be lawful because you can't eat crickets. Keep going.
Okay. And the bald locust
Uh-huh.
after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind.
These are bugs you can eat. Now, there used to be back in the day. Let's look up locust. Because the locust is one of those things where, like, you read in Matthew about John the Baptist walk around eating honey locusts. Locust dipped in honey. Now, I like honey. Honey's fine. But honey locusts, don't know, but it's lawful. You can eat them. All right. If you wanted to have, like you said, a cricket popsicle. Lollipop. Oh, God. See, that sounds even worse. What? All right. But you it's lawful. You can have it. All right. There's bugs you can eat. Let's see. Slackers. Oh, the sister got speaking off topic. Moab, they eat frogs while they're still alive. They eat octopus while they're still alive, man. That's another one of them. No fins, no scales. They're sitting there eating live octopus. If you want, and Officer Yanazar tell me about this. There's a video online of a Chinese woman eating a live octopus, and it's sitting there. She can't get it to go, and it goes and grabs up her whole face. That shit's hilarious. You understand? But that's food you're not supposed to be eating. You understand? And they will eat food while it's still living. The Lord's wash pot. That's the wash pot right there, man. Disgusting people. But back on topic. There are bugs you can and cannot eat. Now, those four, what do they list again? Read it off one more time.
This book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
Even these of them ye may eat.
Uh-huh.
The locust after his
You
kind,
got the locust,
and the bald locust after his kind,
the bald locust, that's the cricket. Keep going.
and the beetle after his kind,
And the beetle
and the grasshopper after his kind.
and the grasshopper. These are the four things. Now, there's a lot of bugs out there, but these four you can eat. We read them there, Leviticus 11 and 22, in case you ever got hungry for some bugs. Those are the ones you can eat. But which ones can you not eat? Keep going.
Crazy word. Okay. Verse 23. But all other flying creeper things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you.
All the rest of them you cannot eat. Sorry. You can't have a roach. You can't have one of them. Y'all ever see those? I think they call them camel crickets. They be bouncing around, and okay. I don't want
So
to.
it's
I'm not
lucky,
gonna
sir.
freak y'all out. Huh?
Somebody like the jumping bugs.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I know. Officer, your mom had a story about that.
yeah. You cannot eat them. Unlawful. All right. Every other bug that was not mentioned. We mentioned 4 there, right, Juan?
Okay.
In the previous scripture, we mentioned 4 creeping things, 4 insects that you can't eat. Everything else is unlawful. So I know, boo-hoo. That's sad, I guess. Keep going.
Okay, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever ever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean unto the evening.
So don't go around picking up dead bug carcasses, even though I shouldn't have to tell you to go picking up dead bug carcasses. But there's the law right there. Don't do it. It's unlawful. You'll be unclean. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 25. And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean unto the evening.
You understand? So in our law, when you're unclean, and it depends on what it is, but most times if you're clean during the day, you're unclean until the evening being the next day. So that's how it works. The days go from sundown to sundown. Like nighttime is the beginning of the new day. Like today, right now, the sun being gone, it's a new day. You know, so even to even is what we're talking about here. Keep going.
Kawakan. Verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
And the carcasses of every beast which divideth the hoof, and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean.
Instead, which divided the hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud. Again, basically what we read about before. Those same things. They're not clean to you. Quick review. Anybody remember what those were? The camel. Horse. Damn right.
Pig.
Zebra, we learned.
Pigs.
No, zebra is unclean. Not divided the hoof. Remember, it's got that solid. It's basically like a horse. Got that solid foot there. You know what I'm saying? Unclean. So this is again going about the carcasses now. Don't touch those carcasses. Again, that's a common sense rule, but don't touch the carcass of unclean animals. Keep going. Like the sister said, there you go, zebra. Keep going.
Kawakan. Verse 27. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you.
Now, what are we talking about there? It goes on its paws.
Salakia, dogs.
Most High in Christ. Cats and dogs. Chinaman. Cats and dogs you're not allowed to eat. All right? They are no good. What else? What else goes on its paw? There's more.
Wolf, coyotes.
There you go. Most High in Christ.
Salakia, possums, raccoons.
Now that's we're gonna be going in that one a little bit right here, but yeah, you don't eat those either. How about
Rats.
no, that's further down. That's another subject. What paws goes on its paws? Now he just said wolf, coyote. What else? Sister, got an idea? Okay, what is Judah's symbol? Lion. Yeah, you can't eat a damn lion or a tiger for that matter. You understand? Goes upon its paws. Read it again.
Kawakan. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 27. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you.
They are unclean to you. You can't eat no daggone lion, tigers, bears. There you go. Goes off on his paw. Lions, tigers, bears on mine. You can't eat them. All right. Can't eat the dog. All right. You can't eat a cat. I don't care how bad your life is going. You cannot eat your pets. All right. Keep going.
Kawakan.
Brother asked deer. You can eat a deer. You understand? We mentioned that before. That's 11:3. Oh, and the sister said lions and tigers and foxes. You can't eat a fox either. Fox is part of that canine family. Got a paw, goes upon all fours. Cannot eat a fox. Besides, they're too beautiful, man. Why would you eat a fox? It's a luxurious animal. Keep going.
Kawakan. Whoso touch of their carcass shall be unclean unto the evening.
And you can't touch dead bodies. All right. Keep going.
Verse 28. So like it. And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean unto the evening. They are unclean unto you.
So the people who touch these dead animals, they have to wash up, but they're unclean, so you can't be around those people. You understand? Keep going.
Khan. Verse 29. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 29.
Uh-huh.
These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth.
All right, now, brother. So you asked about possum and squirrel and rat and all that. Let's read.
Khan. The weasel and the
Mhm.
mouse and
Uh-huh.
the tortoise after his kind.
That's right. So you can't eat no rats, no mice, no what else we got? The mole rat. What else we got? Tortoise. Now, I heard in the South, in Florida, they make some called, no, it's Louisiana. They make turtle soup. You cannot eat tortoise. You understand? It is mentioned lizard. You can't eat no daggone lizard. You can't have an iguana and fry it up. Oh, we're about to get into that. You understand? Keep going. Wait, hold on. Let me prove it because it might be this part right here. Because I believe they talk. If I'm unsure, I think it was when they mentioned Leviathan. Hold on. Let's see. No. We keep going. Yeah, keep going. The ferret and the chameleon, the lizard, and the snail and the mole. These creeping things. Weasel, mouse. You can't have no possum stew. I know that's a popular thing in the South, too. Can't have possum stew or the squirrel. I know they eat that squirrel, too, in North Carolina and in Georgia, don't they? You can't eat that.
That's like
That squirrel?
Nah, my grandma and granddad ate stuff like that.
Yeah.
Down here in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Out there, they just had more seafood, honestly. It was,
Okay.
It
But you can't have that either.
yeah,
That squirrel or that possum stew. You understand?
it's a lot.
Bugs me out. We actually got grocery stores that supply that nonsense. It's ridiculous.
Say Salahi.
You got something?
I say my granddad, he definitely loved possum. Like to this day, he probably still eat that shit. He live, so he still probably eat it to this day.
Good night. Well, if he wants to stay alive, get your grandpa to stop eating that nonsense.
Right?
You understand?
It's crazy.
These are unclean to you. Keep going.
Khan. Verse 30. And the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole.
That's right. These other things that kind of relate in the same kind of family as that. You cannot eat them. Keep going.
Khan. Verse 31. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever doth touch them when they be dead shall be unclean unto the even.
So again, don't touch the unclean carcass of an animal, or don't touch the carcass of an unclean animal. Keep going.
Khan. Verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, doth fall, it shall be unclean.
Okay, so if an animal, in this case, were to just fall over and die, not been hunted or anything like that, would be killed by another animal that just dies of its own volition. Read.
Khan. Whether it be any vessel of wood or raiment or skin or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the evening, so it shall be cleansed.
Okay. So, an animal like this. Now, we're also talking about clean animals too at this part. Now, we're not talking about just unclean. We're talking about clean animals here because it's something you can do something with. It's unclean to even something that dies of its own. All right. So say you were gonna, have chicken. You want to eat a chicken, the chicken just pass out and die. You can't eat that shit. But read it again.
Khan. It's the book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, doth fall, it shall be unclean, whether it be any vessel of wood or raiment, or skin or sack.
Whatever caused the death, keep going.
Whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, must be
wherever the animal died. Keep going.
It must be put into water, and it shall be unclean unto the even.
You got to clean that thing out because a dead animal just dropped dead in it. You got to clean that. Keep going.
So it shall be cleansed.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Verse 33. In every earthen vessel, wherein to any of them that falleth, whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, and ye shall break it.
Say it fell into a vase or something that a vase, a jar, something like that. It fall in there, a dead animal falls into there, it's done. You can't keep that no more. It's unclean. Keep going. And again, this is all for our safety. These laws is for our safety. If it's unclean, the Lord don't want you near it. You understand? So if an animal just dies in something, on something that you have, it's unclean. You can wash it, but in case of this pot, in a pot or jar, you just got to throw that thing out. It is what it is. All right, keep going.
Khan. It's like verse 35. In everything whereupon any part of their carcass falleth shall be unclean, whether it be oven.
Whether it be in an oven, something you cook from. Keep going.
Khan. Or ranges for pots.
Yeah, this is basically a kitchen. If something dead falls in there, something kills over in there, it's unclean. Keep going.
Khan. They shall be broken down.
You can't keep them. It's it for that pot. It's it for that oven. This can't be washed. Remember, before he said right here, a vessel, wood, raiment, or skin or sack, they can be washed. But if a dead animal happens to just drop dead, kill over, carcass on your oven, on your pots, that it's done for. You can't keep that. A whole oven gone. I mean, it's different kind of oven back in those days, but say it did happen. An oven. Oh, excuse me. Say something just happens to die on your oven. That oven's gone. You can't keep it. All right, keep going. I know, but it's all for our safety. That's all you got to remember. These laws aren't meant to be cumbersome and okay. They're not meant to. What's the one I'm thinking? 1 John 3 and 4.
So like it, sir.
The laws are not meant to.
The laws are not grievous.
These laws are not Most High in Christ, bro. These laws are not grievous. They're not meant to be something that we can't. There we go. Something we can't keep. All right. It's meant for our benefit. Go ahead, brother. You about to say something?
So it's like even spitting on that verse, the laws are not grievous. Like he said, they're not hard to do. They're not severe. You know, like they don't cause physical death by not eating pork. They actually bring physical life. You know, so definitely, yeah, that's all it is, honestly.
Yeah, and these dietary laws we're going over, man. It's not like eating a pork chop sandwich is going to put you down right there. It's
right.
not. You could choke and die on a pork chop, but it's more so that decline, that incremental death that's going to happen to you. I ain't seen many people who are going to just kill over from eating a piece of bacon. No, but you keep eating that long enough, and like we said earlier, our lives keep shortening and shortening. 65 to 75 is our life range. Come on, man, that's death. And then think about the condition we are when we get into the old age. Lord allow we make it there. You know what I'm saying? It's just the worst condition ever. My grandma herself at her later days, her last years, was in constant pain, man. You know what I'm saying? I think she had one stroke or two? But that's just from eating the way she ate, from not keeping these dietary laws. They will kill you. They're going to make a condition for you where it's going to be hard to live. And that's not the way you want to. You understand? That's what the dietary laws for. Go ahead, brother.
It's like it, sir. I was going to say something that it's like you was talking about the bacon. Like you said, not just eating one pork chop can put you out. But I'll bring up a fact that I researched on a little bit. Eating about 50 grams of processed meat per day, about 3 to 4 strips of bacon increases your risk of colorectal, which is like colon cancer,
Mm.
by about 18%.
Yeah.
So, you know,
This
definitely.
thing's killing us.
Okay.
This thing killing us. It's not instant. But the Lord's saying you to stay, telling you to keep away from these things so you can prolong your life. There's plenty of things we can eat. You understand? Brother brought up chicken, got that beef, that lamb. There's fish that you want to eat. I'll never eat, but you can eat. You understand? There's foods we can eat, and it's all about keeping this law. It's not difficult, man. Like the brothers brought out before, it's not grievous. You understand? And with that, we come up on the time. You understand? I want to thank y'all for coming out, checking us out here in the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge Durham Wednesday night law class. You understand? And Lord allow we get more back into the law. If I invited to teach the class again, we'll get more into the law and more of the things we're supposed to do and we can and can't do. You understand? And with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Juan. The announcements right there.
Security announcements. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Jenny Hunter. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves to the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandments. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you gets to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, we actually have the closing of the Feast of First Fruits on June 8th. Coming up real soon. Clap it up for that. All Akim and Akwatium. Check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, Amajium. In Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. In Israel, Maj Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahba Shem Yashak B'tah. Majim B'tah. Turn to face sisters. Sorry. Sisters of Majim. In Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. In Israel, Maj Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shema L'Atam Shem Yashak. Majim B'tah. Class is dismissed.